Just a moment ago, the two empresses were at odds with each other over Xiao Tian. The next moment, seeing Xiao Tian bringing another girl back, they immediately lost their composure and quickly reached a temporary truce agreement. The two empresses, in unison, asked who the girl was. Xiao Tian, feeling embarrassed, scratched his head and said, "If I tell you this girl fell from the sky, would you believe me?" Zi Ruoyan stared at the girl for a while before saying, "Luo Fengai, do you remember Xiao Tian mentioning a silver-haired woman who saved him on a rainy night? Do you think this woman's armor resembles your style?" Luo Fengai gazed at the armor on the woman and felt that something was off. Thus, Zi Ruoyan and Luo Fengai reached a truce agreement. Just when they thought this woman came to compete for Xiao Tian again, Long Qiudao on the side explained. "You misunderstood. This is a descendant of my sacred dragon lineage. She accidentally fell on Xiao Tian but has traces of being attacked by the sacred demon flame. That's why Prince Xia brought her back." Xiao Tian then placed the silver-haired girl on a reclining chair by the yard. Luo Fengai, nodding in agreement, said, "The sacred dragon lineage is quite rare. I haven't seen one for a long time, especially a living one." After saying that, she reached out and touched the other's dragon horn. Curiously, Luo Fengai looked at Zi Ruoyan and asked, "Whose horns do you think are harder, the local sacred demons or her sacred dragons?" Zi Ruoyan, after silently gazing at Luo Fengai for a while, finally spoke, "Can you stop thinking about things related to fighting every day?" Luo Fengai, with a disdainful expression, reached out and touched the burnt marks on the armor. She sighed and said, "This is indeed the mark of the sacred demon flame, but awakening the supreme sacred demon bloodline is also very difficult." Luo Fengai, holding Zi Ruoyan's shoulders, said, "She seems to have experienced a major battle, suffered a lot of spiritual damage, and received a heavy blow to the head." Zi Ruoyan, standing with her hands behind her back, observed for a moment before walking up. She helped lift the girl's head and, after examining, nodded in agreement. "As I expected, there is severe bruising at the back of her head. Probably attacked from behind while escaping. The sacred demon flame on her armor is related to your sacred demon lineage. Her choice to come here, whether chaotic or with some hidden purpose, I am more inclined towards the latter." Looking at Xiao Tian, Zi Ruoyan frowned and asked, "Was she the one who saved you that day?" Facing this question, Xiao Tian kept shaking his head. Pointing to the girl lying there, he said, "I don't even know her." Xiao Tian innocently coughed twice, saying that fortunately, his body had recovered a lot. If he had been hit by this armor, there might have been some problems. Zi Ruoyan's expression softened, and she looked at Long Qiudao somewhat reproachfully, saying, "If it weren't for this girl, but something else hit Xiao Tian, it would have been much more dangerous." Next to her, Luo Fengai nodded continuously. Staring at Long Qiudao, she said, "You can't go back on your word." Long Qiudao's mouth twitched slightly, feeling speechless. "Are you afraid that Xiao Tian will be damaged?" "You're joking. Even if you drop a world on his head, nothing will happen." Still, Long Qiudao apologized, saying that this was his mistake, and it wouldn't happen again in the future. Long Qiudao might not remember many things from the past, but he knew that the calamity faced by the human emperor back then would undoubtedly come again.